Yo. Well, I mean, as I was waiting for things to upload and some technical issues, good morning. Welcome to the podcast broadcast. I've been asking people this question: Stoner movies extraordinaire. Which ones do you want to make the list? Rock 1 2.1, who's this?
This is Aaron.
Aaron, what would you add to our Stoner movie list?
Hey, Tenacious D's Pick of Destiny. Did anyone say that one yet?
No, not yet. Did you hear Aaron? He said Tenacious D, Pick of Destiny.
Absolutely. I just watched that not high, and I watched with someone who doesn't smoke, and it was a horrible experience.
Yeah.
You got to watch it with a buddy and be lit, and it was so funny. It's one of my favorite movies.
It is. It really is.
Yeah, I can watch it so many times.
That's how we learned about the cock push-up. Ever since, I've been doing 10 reps a day. I'm
That's
so
right.
strong. You should see me flex. I appreciate the suggestion, brother. Thanks for the call.
All right, thanks, bye.
All right. We're going to keep those calls coming in because we're trying to compile our list for 420. You're going to be seeing on our social media, as we do, like to put out suggestions, get people to vote on them, and then we will reveal the results of that. And we're going to do that on 420 for our holiday special. Today on the show, we're going to be joined by weed rapper extraordinaire, Mr. Hotrock Supajoint. So if there's anybody that knows about stoner movies, it's that man, for sure. So keep those comments coming. Which movie do you believe is the greatest stoner movie of all time? Let's see. I want to edit this real quick, and I do have stuff to play. Nick Swartzen was great. Let's see. Pick a Destiny. Okay, good. So I got my show open. Let me do this. I'm going to edit this real quick to play for a speed break. We are on the podcast broadcast. We're going to be back with Hotrock Supajoint, but here is how we open the show this morning, giving our respects to the one, the only, Gilbert Gottfried. Check this out.
You want it? You got it. Reality radio done right. No nonsense, real and raw, just like you like it.
He's corrupt, he's inexperienced, and he lies.
Broadcasting from a broom closet in the Arizona Lotus Studios, it's Beef Vegan Presents.
Here we go. Yo, welcome back to the show. It's Beef Vegan Presents live on Rock 1 2.1 KFMA, streaming worldwide at KFMA.com on this Wednesday, April 13th. Thank you again for listening. Good morning, Powers.
Good morning, Beef.
And good morning, Tucson. My brain cells are slowly getting reconnected. I'm feeling sharper by the day, by the minute, if you will. So by the end of the day, I'll be regular Einstein, regular smarty pants. So be ready for that. We got to start off the show on a somber note, unfortunately, because an icon passed away. And, you know, you can't just gloss over these kind of losses, even though we are in the business of feel-good radio. But when somebody like Gilbert Gottfried passes away after an illness, and you have to recognize the man, the myth, the legend. The guy was a comedian's comedian. He was a genius. In a lot of ways, people didn't understand him during his time. And in retrospect, when they look back at the life and career of Gilbert Gottfried, they're going to realize how brilliant he was. You know, a lot of people don't even know that the voice that Gilbert Gottfried put out to the public was not his real voice.
There's a link that I refused to click that I even saw just days before. I have nothing to do with him dying. Where it's like, oh, it's Gilbert Gottfried's real voice on Howard Stern, right? What did he do it there? And I was like, oh, I don't want it. I don't want to see it. I know he does an amazing Seinfeld impression.
Yes. So basically, he was doing an impression of Gilbert Gottfried his entire life, his entire career. But when he was off stage, he would talk normal and subdued. And that was just who he was. But he had a brilliant mind to know. And in the show business, he basically saw a character in his mind. And that's who he put out there. But besides doing just the character of Gilbert Gottfried, his wit was second to none. And his observations and his no fear to take risks and have risky takes on things. I mean, he's been canceled time and time again. But to which he was revered so much so by other comedians. Like, you are the man. You're the bravest performer in this industry for this art of an entire generation. And it is very sad to see him go, but I know that he was suffering from, it was MS for quite some time. It was a long battle.
Really?
Yes. I think most people, of course, will remember that he was the original voice of Lago from Aladdin.
Iago.
Yeah, Lago. And Affleck Duck I'm sorry, Aflac duct. I mispronounced that too. Just gonna be a pronunciation.
Well,
jerk.
his name is also Gilbert Gottfried, so make sure you say that right too.
That's the way I say it. Let me say it how I say it and show my respects. First off, I don't pronounce things the way normies pronounce things. I pronounce things the way my heart tells me to pronounce them. All right. So Gilbert Gottfried. There you go. See, Power's being a dick early in the morning. You see him? That was 100% dick move, bro. Dick move, bro.
I'm helping you out.
Yeah. You smell that?
What's that smell?
It's weird. I know it's not.
It smells good.
Oh, wait. It's Weed Rapper Extraordinary, Mr. Hotrock Supajoint.
Yeah.
What's going on, homies? Thanks for having me again, yo.
Of course. And you know what? We are a week away from our 420 holiday special that we're going to be doing here. It's going to be a sick-ass show. 2 hours live podcast. We'll have you pop in and out whenever you're around and getting high with us. We're going to get high with you later on in your show. Real quick, I'm going to play this speed break. The question we're asking people today, Hot Rock, what is the greatest stoner movie of all time? Because we want to compile a list for our social media. I'm going to play you back this call that I just got and give you an idea. Rock 1 2.1, who's this?
It's Aaron.
Aaron, what would you add to our stoner movie list?
Hey, Tenacious D's Pick of Destiny. Did anyone say that one yet?
No, not yet. Did you hear Aaron? He said Tenacious D Pick of Destiny.
Absolutely. And I just rewatched that movie. Not high, and I watched what someone did with the smoke, and it was a horrible experience.
Yeah.
You gotta watch with a buddy and be lit, and it was so funny. It's one of my favorite movies.
It is. It really is.
Yeah, I can watch it. So many times.
That's how we learned about the push-up. Ever since, I've been doing 10 reps a day. I'm so
right.
strong. You should see me flex. I appreciate the suggestion, brother. Thanks for the call.
All right, thanks, bye.
All right. We're going to keep those calls coming in because we're trying to compile our list for 420. You're going to be seeing on our social media, as we do, like to put out suggestions, get people to vote on them, and then we will reveal the results of that. And we're going to do that on 420 for our holiday special. Today on the show, we're going to be joined by Weed Rapper Extraordinary, Mr. Hotrock Supajoint. So if there's anybody that knows about stoner movies, it's that man for sure. So keep those comments coming. Which movie do you believe is the greatest stoner movie of all time? All right, there you go. And then just play some KG Elephant going into that. So we'll be on live in about 2:42. So we got a bunch of good suggestions here in the comments. Now we did hear Half Baked as a suggestion. And you got rolled. What you got rolled up there? What's the strain you're smoking on today,
I'm smoking some OG Kush today, homies.
Nice.
I'm getting ready. I'm prepping for next Weedness Day, man. I got to get my tolerance up.
Yeah, aren't you super busy this weekend too up in Phoenix? Don't they have a bunch of 420 related activities? Is it this weekend or is it just on 420 and people booking you out? What's the deal?
Okay, so let's see. So this weekend I'm going to be at the Bud's Glass Joint, Bud's-a-Palooza, homies, and they've got like what 400 bands and 20 comedians, and they're going to be showing a bunch of stoner movies. Actually, we got 4 stoner movies lined up, and we're going to be watching all my movie preview hacks in between that shit too. So
I love it.
I'm excited, yo.
Oh, we're going to replay a bunch of your movie hacks during our 2-hour 420 holiday special as well, just because I'm sure we'll get some extra eyes, some new eyes on the product. So I know our OG streamers, they've seen them, but they still love them. But just be prepared. We're going to be loading that up with a bunch of video content and have a good time, plus musical performances. Do you know the 4 movies that are going to play at the 420 Bud's-a-Palooza deal?
Super Troopers.
Yeah.
I was going to name Super Troopers.
Up in Smoke, of course.
Half Baked.
Mm-hmm.
And I can't remember the 4th one because I'm high, yo.
Oh, man. Well, you got to let me know because 2 of those weren't on our list yet.
I'll look it up.
Okay. But yeah, Super Troopers is a great stoner movie too. And they only get high in there once. Yeah. But still, the meow bit. We just had Austin do meow to everybody else.
So good. I was going to name The Big Lebowski.
Big Lebowski.
So good. So good.
So here's a challenge that we are going to be faced with. And we're going to have to throw out this list or just question in general, narrowing it down to a top 10. Because now I'm starting to see that we have over 10 fucking fantastic stoner movies that we could pick from.
So we did nail it because I just decided to go to ranker.com.
Okay.
Right? And see what do you think is the number one? Because I think I know the number one movie, and according to Ranker, I was right.
I think it's Dazed and Confused.
Dazed and Confused. That's the other one that we're supposed to be showing at.
We got 12. We got 12 seconds. Okay, you know what? We'll talk about this on the air.
Sure.
So hold that reveal, but we're going to see what our audience says, and that's a whole different ballgame. Tucson speaks. We listen. All right, let's get on the air. Rock on 2.1 KFMA. Welcome back to Beef Vegan Presents. Joining us on the podcast broadcast stream, which is live right now. You can join us on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Not on Instagram. I lied. As weed rapper extraordinaire, Mr. Hotrock Supajoint. Good morning, Hotrock.
What's up, hobbies?
So we're breaking down the list and getting suggestions for our top 10 lists. And we're going to take this to a listener poll that we're going to post on our social media because we're finding out that there are far more than 10 great stoner movies of all time. And we've already had so many fantastic suggestions, like Alberto just said Kingpin. Of course, Kingpin is a great stoner movie in a way. Fast Times at Ridgemont High, if you're going old school. Yes. You know,
hey, bud, let's party.
Exactly. Spicoli. How could you forget about Spicoli? So Powers just looked up a list from ranker.com talking about the same topics. Now, it's not going to affect our list because our list is going to be 100% listener driven when we reveal who our top 10 are. And it's going to be based on your votes. But what did you come across here, Powers?
Do you want to hear what the number 1 is according to Ranker?
I want to hear what the number 5 is first. Now, I'm guessing. Well, let Hot Rock and I both try to guess what the number 1 stoner flick is. I said Dazed and Confused because maybe I have emotional attachment and I smoked copious amounts of weed to that movie growing up. What do you say, Hot Rock?
It's got to be Up in Smoke, homie.
You got to say Cheech and Chong, the original stoner movie for
the
sure.
OGest.
Don't mess with Hot Rock because it's Up in Smoke. It's Cheech and Chong.
Okay, yeah, but see, I don't think that's going to be our number 1 because obviously it's been over 40 years since that movie came out. And there's been plenty of other movies, like you mentioned, Pineapple Express and all these nice creative ventures that were super entertaining beginning to end. And, you know, Cheech and Chong's Up in Smoke, somewhat timeless, somewhat dated. So there are some funny jokes in there. And I know it's going to end up on our list. I do not think it's going to be number 1.
We'll see. That was my pick for what I think would be number 1.
Yeah, but that's a safe pick. You know, that's like betting on the Chicago Bulls in the 90s. You know it.
Because I think it is. It's the Beavis and Butthead of weed. I mean, they are the weed.
Like Beavis and Butthead to America. Yeah, that could be a stoner movie. I don't think that's a top 10. No. So yeah, keep those suggestions coming into the comments as we debate this to see which ones are even going to be nominated for you to vote on when we do our listener poll. This all leads towards a big payoff. That payoff is the reveal on our 420 holiday special. All right, so we have a lot to cover in this podcast broadcast on the stream. I got some viral videos to show you, but coming up next, we have let's see. We have Florida Man coming up next. But on the podcast broadcast stream in San Francisco, this is something straight out of the future. This is what we're living in. Okay. A police officer pulled over a taxi. Okay. That's not unusual. The thing is, it's a driverless taxi.
Oh, the future's here. Yeah.
And the driverless taxi almost made a run for it. I'm going to show you the video on the podcast broadcast stream. All that more coming up on the podcast broadcast. Keep it right here. It's Rock on 2.1 KFMA.
Nice.
Yeah, that's why I got distracted. I was like, oh yeah, this fucking video is amazing. And I have an uncle that lives in San Francisco, and of course, Silicon Valley right there. That's where all the tech geeks live, and they're pushing all the locals out. But of course, they're gonna test all this technology first, like Lyft and Uber.
Yeah.
But now they're like, hey, we don't even need drivers. We got robots to do it.
That's right.
So now that raises the question and answers the question, what if a cop has to pull over one of these driverless vehicles? And this is exactly what happened. So I'll give you a rundown on this as I pull this up. You can see it on the stream. Yes?
I see it.
Yes.
I see it, homies.
All right, good. Here we go. So I'm muting it real quick because this is what's happening.
This guy knows what's up.
Oh, yeah. No, you hear them laughing about this. Watch.
This is crazy. He doesn't real. Huh?
You see the cop's reaction?
Let me check the door.
Yeah. He's like, excuse me.
You just hear people laughing at restaurants.
Now, yeah, and more people comment on this as they immediately realize what happens.
And
okay?
the car knew to pull over.
Well, it didn't pull over right away. So this is what happened. The driverless taxi was getting pulled over by the cop in San Francisco, but it did not comply. Or at least that's how it looked for a minute. And this is when the guy was pulling video when he actually pulled over. The cop pulled the cab over at a red light, and there was no one inside it. Then, during the stop, the car just took off, started driving again. Right?
So
now, it didn't go far. It drove through the intersection when the light turned green and then pulled over with its hazards on.
Okay.
Right? So what happened was the taxi that's owned by the self-driving car company Cruise, they said it actually did what it was supposed to do. Right? Their self-driving cars are programmed to yield for police and then pull over to the nearest location that's safe.
Right.
And essentially, that's what you're supposed to do too when you get pulled over. You got to find the location that's safe.
Sure. I've definitely been harassed by like, why didn't you pull? I was like, I was trying to go a little further off the way. Like, yeah.
That's the catch-22 though, right?
Yeah.
Because all these times you're like, yeah, I'm just trying to make sure you're safe, officer. But they're like, fuck you. If I put the lights on, you pull over. Anyways, I'm like, I can't pull over right here. I'm driving on the wrong side of the road in the middle of the highway.
Ossifer.
Yeah, Ossifer. So that's what it did. And the police did not end up issuing a citation because who are they going to write a citation to?
So funny.
Yeah. And now we don't know what it was pulled over for in the first place, but listen to some of the comments here. This is fantastic.
Are you serious? How did that happen? Oh my god, I have to watch this. I was like, can you send that to me?
Right.
Wait, let me get it on this. Oh my god, finally!
Yeah, it's great.
This is when you just need some clever guy.
You need, what do you mean? You need some clever guy.
Clever guy to just like pass by on a bike and just say the funniest thing. Right? Because look at them.
You, yeah.
They don't know what to do at all. What do you do?
I know.
That's funny.
Yeah.
How do you make an autonomous vehicle walk a straight line, yo? How does it touch its nose? Homie?
Yeah, how does the car get out of the car?
Yeah. Have you consumed any ethanol this evening? Like, no, actually, I'm electric, so go fuck off.
Wouldn't it be crazy if like they pull over and then all of a sudden like Dr. Manhattan style like Siege just shows up? It's like, is there a problem? its consciousness comes out of the car.
How can I help you, officer?
Yeah. Good Lord.
Just sitting there, only in San Francisco, which the streets are looking pretty clean right there. So I'm looking to go back here pretty soon and check out San Francisco way. It's crazy. And that's going to be a problem that we're going to be faced here in Tucson, 20 years, in Phoenix, about 5. So
what, robot cars?
Yeah.
We already got the robot cars, homie. We got those white ones all over the place, homie.
Do you?
See?
We had some robot things on campus, but then they were Russian, so we're like, no.
Yeah.
Get those Russians
Yeah,
out of here.
they were robot food delivery robots that were all over U of A campus. It was a trip. And then as soon as the war started happening, they realized they were Russian made, so they took them all out of existence. But going downtown to yield for a robot crossing the street in the crosswalk was a weird thing to do. And man, fucking people are lazy.
Isn't it fascinating?
Yeah.
So fascinating.
Yeah. How does the car get out of the car? So, yeah. But yeah, I don't think we'll have robot taxis in this town anytime soon because our roads are so jacked. I don't think even a robot would know how to navigate them. And I don't know if you come down here often, Hotrock, but if you do, you're going to get lost because there's another thing too, is because these roads, in Phoenix, you go north, south, east, west, right?
Right.
Yeah, that's good in theory. And here you go on a road, you say you're going north, the next thing you know, you're going southeast. And you're like, how the fuck am I here? It took me this entire time. I mean, it took me 5 years to figure out these roads. I go on river, I'm trying to go west. And next thing you know,
you're by the mall.
I am northeast.
Yeah.
I'm almost turned around. I'm like, dude, I've just been going straight. What happened? But okay, Jade and Silent Bob was on there. Super Troopers.
So I picked Jay and Silent Bob big time. Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back. Of all the Kevin Smith movies, because they're famous for being potheads,
Yeah.
that's the best one to smoke weed to, I think, because it's just such a funny movie.
Well, here's the irony. I mean, Kevin Smith wasn't even smoking weed when he filmed Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back.
No, I know. I found that out way later that he had never smoked weed until like way later.
Clerks weed, or Clerks too. It was because Seth Rogen, when he did Seth and Mira Make a Porno, he saw Seth Rogen being a functional stoner, and Seth essentially peer pressured him and got him onto the weed. Yeah, and he's been smoking nonstop ever since. But yeah, so I don't know if Jay and Silent Bob would necessarily be. I mean, yeah,
no, it is. There's the Scooby-Doo scene in there, which is great, and it's the funniest one. They're just on anything. You're on a cross-country trip, like it was just a funnier movie of all of them. Dogma's too religious. Mallrats is funny.
Yeah.
But I don't know if it's as weed heavy.
Rick saying Porky's showing his age, but there are boobs in Porky's, so I will.
I was going to say
it.
Airplane makes the cut for just being funny, and then there's boobs in Airplane for you.
Yes, I know.
Scene of boobs.
Oh, you don't have to tell me.
He's like, I've got it.
I'll tell you where the boobs are. Okay. You know.
So I have a question about one on the top 10 in Ranker, right?
Mm-hmm.
So this is like a bunch of people of all the movies. Although I guess it's not many.
Well, let's break down our top 10. Let's find them out.
All right, on Ranker, it's everything we said. It makes the most sense. Friday rings in at number 2.
Yes, Friday. We did not get a call for Friday, which is unfortunate. Yeah, I mean, you said it, but we didn't get a call for it.
Yeah.
And yeah, I just watched. I mean, obviously the first one's classic.
Yeah.
And 2 and 3 are like whatever. Yeah.
Pineapple Express ranked in at 3. Harold and Kumar coming at 4. Half Baked at number 5, is according to Ranker. Dazed and Confused number 6. Grandma's Boy must have some weed stuff in there, obviously, because I only saw that 100%. One time.
Yeah,
and that's number 7.
Watch it again. See, you don't appreciate.
No, I think that's one to watch. I'll watch that again.
Okay, yeah, because I mean, you're saying that you weren't really into Grandma's Boy, but again, you watch it again, you'll get it.
Okay,
it grows on you, and it is fantastic.
Yep. 8 is The Big Lebowski. 9 is Super Troopers, and then out of nowhere, and it's funny because all those movies have like 800 votes, 700 votes, whatever, and the next movie, number 10, has 12 votes. It's without a paddle.
That movie fucking blew. Give me a break. So that whole list was sponsored by Without a Paddle. 100%. They try to make that a stoner movie. I don't even think they get high in there, but that is a garbage movie.
Yeah.
That's with Seth Green. What's his name?
I'm confused how that's even on there.
Hold on, let me get wrong. I'll tell you the 3 people that are in Without a Paddle because I remember it so bad because I was so mad watching this movie.
Yeah.
Like, how dare you guys fucking try to like con me to believe this is a movie? You're wasting my time. It's 3 hours of just garbage. Okay, so it was Seth Green. It was big dick dude who's married to Kristen
Dax Shepard.
Yes, Dax Shepard.
Mm-hmm.
Dax Shepard, and then Matthew, the guy who plays fucking Shaggy in Scooby-Doo.
Yes.
His career dropped off.
Well, yeah.
So
he's only been Shaggy.
I mean, he was doing great in the 90s. He was the go-to guy, but then, man.
Yeah, I don't know what it is because then back in there, Super Bad has 267, then Jay and Silent Bob is 663. Like, what is the order of this nonsense? If it's Ranker.
Well, good. I'm glad Ranker's list is not legit because our list will be, and it will go viral worldwide and used as the movie gospel, the stoner movie gospel. And that's just the beginning. Gary, what's up, my man? Good to see you on the stream. I saw your comment. I had a really good time in Mexico. Thank you for asking. And I will hit you up today because we want to put together this spit or swallow game with Austin for Friday. And I'm hoping we're still down for this. And now I got the premise of how we're going to do this game. So essentially, I need items from Gary to have like pre-prepared. And I'm talking like cow tongue, testicle, eyeballs, whatever you could scrape together. That is acquired taste around the world. Right. And as a chef, I know you're not wasting anything. And you know where to find this stuff. So then we're going to blindfold Austin. Okay. And so we'll know on the stream what he's about to put into his mouth. Now, will Austin spit or will he swallow it? His objective is to put it in his mouth, start eating it. And for every item he swallows, he'll win $5 cash. I'm going to pay him $5 cash for every item he swallows, but he can't know what it is. And he can't drink any water until it's completely clear. So that's what we want. And then I'll have, I'm going to get with Gary. And hopefully we can pull this off and execute this in a great way where I'll be able to pull it up on the screen. So we know exactly what he's going to eat as he's about to stick it in his mouth. and that's spit or swallow. Austin's 100% down on this. He has no allergies. He said his girlfriend is allergic to shellfish. And I said, just don't go down on her in the next hour after you eat this.
Austin has called in sick because his girlfriend has cramps. And I'm just like, you do know that she has her own body.
Yes.
Like her body is hers. Because he will do that all the time. Like, oh, she's going through this thing. It's like, okay.
Yes. Natalia is recommending blood sausage. Excellent suggestion.
Good call, Talia.
Excellent. Yeah. And then let's see. And then I'll just share.
Because we're going to go to Lily's. That's what Lily's.
Yeah. You have a Fakest movie?
You're in my movie, homie.
Yes, I am. I know. That's right.
We got Fakest by Hotrock Supajoint. Fakest, a hip hop mockumentary that features beef vegan in it.
Yes.
And we got Chakra Khan, which is my animated guided meditation, yo.
That's right.
Both those movies are better than that other movie with 12 votes. I can't even remember the name of it, yo.
Without a paddle. Yeah, it's shit.
His Chakra Khan has like 60-something thousand views on YouTube or more, right?
Yeah,
probably got twice the views of that movie.
That's true. How much did Fakest get, the movie? The Fakest rapper?
Oh, I don't even know. It's got like 420 views or something like that. Oh,
yeah. Let me show my forehead real quick because I had my pimple popped on Friday, and it's actually, I mean, it's hard to tell because I wear a tight head, or a hat, a tight head. But yeah, it cleared up a little bit. It's not that bad.
Yeah, the mark from your hat is worse.
Yeah. But we had Talia pop my pimple on the air. That was fun. Painful as fuck. I think she scarred me for life too. Rock 102.1, who's this?
This is Brenda.
Hey, Brenda, what can I do you for?
I am calling about the best stoner movie.
Nice. You got a suggestion for us?
Yeah, Biodome, Pauly Shore.
Is that because it was shot here in Tucson? Are you recommending that? I know they grow weed in the Biodome.
Yeah.
Nice. Well, that's a little local love. I think we might throw it out there for people to vote on. I don't know if it'll make our top 10, though. Because honestly, it didn't go down in history as one of the greatest, but that is a fun fact that Biodome was actually shot here in Tucson.
Heck yeah.
I know that.
Yeah. Well, thank you for suggesting it, Brenda. And thank you for listening.
All right, cool.
I'll talk to you soon.
Has anybody put Reefer Madness on the list yet? That thing was so scary. It's the scariest movie ever.
So let me tell you, we
got 12 seconds. You got to get on the air.
I want to do like a hot take about Reefer Madness.
Okay, well then we'll go on the air with your hot take about Reefer Madness.
Well, I mean, it kind of is.
I just saw a viral TikTok being like, enough of the fucking hot takes already.
Right.
There we go. Rock 102.1 KFMA. Welcome back to Beef Vegan Presents. We're back with a Powers hot take on Reefer Madness because Hotrock Supajoint just suggested that as one of the top 10 stoner movies of all time. He said it was frightening.
It's a horror movie, homies.
Yeah, I mean, for someone who smokes the amount of weed that you smoke, I can understand. You don't want the madness. But what is your hot take, Powers?
So if you don't know what Reefer Madness is, basically propaganda against weed back from like the 40s, the 50s, something like that, old time black and white. So you might think on 420, we should ironically watch Reefer Madness. Let's watch this thing. It is so boring and bad. Like after the first 10 minutes, the joke that you and your friends have of doing this is over.
Of course.
And then you're like suffering through this thing that's not as funny, even ironically. Like, let's look back. Oh, look how crazy they think they are. And oh, this one jumped out a window. It takes a lot to get to those scenes. So you can totally skip Reefer Madness. And last year we even did they did a musical of that with the guy who played Nightcrawler was like in it. And we're like, let's watch this. It's just as bad.
Yeah.
Because they kind of parody it. And then they kind of just do Reefer Madness, except they sing a little more. And it's like, what is this, 2 hours? And it was like 2 hours. It was torture.
Yeah.
So do not ironically watch Reefer Madness. It's not worth it. Right. Go watch a 1 minute video, maybe a 3 minute video about Reefer Madness.
Well, it was a movie made in the 30s. They didn't get the storylines down or storytelling art down. It wasn't no Citizen Kane. And it was basically a PSA not to smoke weed.
Yeah.
Which it doesn't surprise me. It's basically a poster. So it looks great as a poster.
It looks great as a poster.
As far as it goes. So 2 seconds on the eyes, that's fantastic. Ain't more than that. It's craptastic. And I get that. So, all right. Well, with that hot take, let's get into our Florida man story of the day because I got a doozy.
Florida man, catch an alligator in the trash can. If you can't do it, no one can. Come on now, Florida man.
Got a mugshot that I'm going to be showing on the stream here of this Florida man as well. So let me just pull this up because this is amazing. The guy's a 57-year-old Florida man, and let me tell you what he did. He see that right there? You see the picture of the man, and then you also see this badge.
Uh-oh.
It's a concealed weapon permit. Okay, so all it's saying is like, hey, I'm allowed to have a concealed weapon, but that's not what this Florida man did. This Florida man was driving through Wendy's. He loves Wendy's, okay, and he lives near Daytona Beach. But you know what he hates?
What?
Paying full price.
Oh,
yeah. So a friend of his used to work at the local Wendy's and gave him a discount, but he recently got fired. So he had to figure out a way to get his discount so he wouldn't pay full price at the Wendy's. And the way what he figured out was with his concealed weapon badge, kind of looks like a DEA agent badge.
okay.
So he would go into the Wendy's and pose as a DEA agent and demand a discount. Now, on Monday, police responded to a report of an angry customer at the Wendy's who was arguing with staff. It turns out he was demanding the discount and he wouldn't back down.
Wow.
Yeah, he's like, I need my $2.99 sandwich to be $1.99. I'm DEA.
Yeah.
Right? So
Ridiculous.
they claimed he even flashed the badge, which turned out to be a cheap concealed weapons badge that we're showing you. They laughed at it and they called the cops. Now, it sounds like he managed to get the discount a few times, but the manager decided to put a stop to it because he was coming in every goddamn day. And just for that, it makes him a Florida man. Here's your Florida man story of the week.
The legend of Florida man. The legend of Florida man.
Keeping the conversation going on the podcast broadcast stream. We're live on Facebook and youtube.com/beefvegan. We'll be seeing you on the flip side.
Yeah,
That's
sure.
a new thing I'm saying. Okay. We're live on Rock on 2.1 KFMA. See you on the flippity flop.
Did you just catch another catchphrase?
So funny. There you go, Florida man. Just go get one of these. Those Frosties are free.
What'd you get?
Do it. You just got to get one of these early in the year.
He didn't want Frosty Powers. He
Well,
wanted one of those double stacks.
Oh, these are
they're delicious.
Frosty, yo.
Mm-hmm. Bill Murray and Caddyshack. Caddyshack, I would say, is a cocaine movie, but yeah.
Well, and that's how they made it.
Yeah. Yeah, lots of it. Lots of it. Man, the fact that Bill Murray is still alive today is amazing. And Chevy Chase, for that matter, did even more cocaine than Bill Murray. So that begs the question, is cocaine not bad for you? Just kidding. It's not. All right, so
they are also, what is that other thing they have a lot of? Oh, money, and they're rich. So
yeah, I know. All right, I got one more thing here. This morning as I'm waiting to load this up, you have no new movie hacks yet, right?
I got no new movie hacks, homie. I've been working on cartoons. I've had to actually practice my raps. I ain't rapped for 2 years, and I got a show coming up, and I want to die of a heart attack on stage.
That's so funny. The fact that they're booking you to rap, and yeah, you're like, oh yeah.
Oh my God! Oh shit! I ain't rapped in 2 years. Oh yeah, I better get this practice this shit. I'm excited. I'm gonna do 6 songs, homie. I'm ready. I went through all my songs and I realized a lot of my songs are 10 years old, homie. We live in a different world. You can't be bragging about your penis size anymore in your songs like you used to.
That's true.
So I had to switch up all my lyrics and stuff. It's awful.
Yeah. So what did you replace your penis brags with in your
how
song?
big my bong is and how big my sack is.
There you go. Okay.
Yeah. Pull your sacks out instead of that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
We'll see. I don't know because it's all like reflex. I've been rapping these words for 10 years, and I know I'm gonna get up on stage and just revert back to what I normally do and probably get canceled after this show. I'm pretty excited about this.
Yeah,
I'm pretty excited.
I can finally take this wig off and quit being my own Gilbert Godfrey. I can be somebody else, yo.
Oh no. Yeah, it works for you so well. So I know you'd miss it. It's like mourning the loss of a friend. I'm gonna pull up here the movie that Hotrock made, Fakest, which you can see on YouTube. And here, real quick, I want to point out something that I thought was a kick. And here, this is Hotrock. He's about to go into my studio. Now, my studio is, it's pretty underground legit. I think it fits, for the hardcore thing. But this is Hotrock pretending where my studio is. He made me look extra legit. So he pulls up to Beef Vegan Studio, which you'll see here in a second. And then I'm just going to play the clip of what we worked together, which is fantastic.
Absolutely.
So there you go. Radio station. That's what he did with mine. He didn't want to use my house on the west side, so he used an alley in downtown Phoenix. And it looks just as, it's comparable. Let's be honest.
Absolutely.
Look at that neon. It's amazing.
Yeah. So we're going to play a little bit of the hip hop or mockumentary.
Fakest, a hip hop or a mockumentary about the day in the life of Hotrock Supajoint.
Yeah, this is the time when Hotrock came into the show. Check this out.
Dope, homie. She's gonna be dope as fuck, yo. Yeah, she's gonna be dope. Oh yeah, homies, what's going on, yo? Yeah.
Yo, Hotrock, my man, what's going on?
Nothing, homie. Yo, Maury said I gotta come down here and do something for you. What do we got going on?
Yeah, you got the show tonight, man. What do you got planned for us?
I don't know, homie. What do we normally do with these things? I haven't done something like this.
Well, why don't you just kick the freestyle? We'll lay it down and we'll play it so people get hyped for tonight's show.
Ooh, freestyle. I don't normally freestyle, homie. I ain't never really learned to freestyle. You know what I'm saying? It's like I have these ideas in my mind when I hit that bong, and they're right there on the tip of my tongue, but I can never quite make it out. You know what I'm saying? So what ends up happening when I freestyle is I just kind of embarrass myself by the 8th bar. You know what I'm saying? I'll be talking about some bullshit that I should be talking about, yo. Let's give it a shot, yo.
You got this. It's simulated live, so if you mess up, we'll do another take.
Okay, awesome. Let's kick that beat, yo.
Are you ready for this freestyle, Hotrock?
Oh, like I said before, homie, I'm not used to doing a freestyle, but let's see what we can do. All right.
I figure for the world's greatest MC, this should be no problem at all.
I'll get this done, homie.
All right, let's do this. Here's Hotrock.
Yeah. I woke up this morning, 2 chicks in my... Oh, wait. Hold on. Yo, I'm Hotrock Supajoint. Ain't nobody gonna believe I woke up in the morning time, man. Let's try this one more time. All right, let's do this.
It wasn't the 2 chicks part?
No, it was the morning time, definitely.
Yeah.
All right, let's do it.
All right, here we go.
Fat beat. Woke up this morning, 2 chicks... Oh, wait, stop. Yo, man, I'm high. I did the same thing. Let me try it one more time. All right, we got this.
Okay. All right, here we go. It's Hotrock.
Yeah, fat beat. Here come. Woke up this afternoon, 2 chicks in my bed. One be loading up the bowl, the other one for giving head. So I hit that shit, bust a nut, then I'm out the door. I'm on my way to the corner store. Yeah, 7-Eleven, 2 taquitos and a Slurpee. Then I hit the CVS to get the ointment for my mouth herpes. Yeah, Hotrock, I'm hip hopping. Yo, I ain't stopping till the cops show up. All my hemorrhoids start popping. Weed, chicka, wicka, weed, chicka. Oh, wait, yo, what happened to my beat, homie? Oh, shit. Is the cops here? Is it cool? Because my ass is totally fine right now.
We're good. We got what we need.
Okay, well, is it cool if I go ahead and spark up in your studio real quick?
Yeah, you can do that outside, man.
All right, cool. Thanks a lot, homies. I'll see you later, yo.
Yeah, thanks, Hotrock.
Yeah.
Herpes.
Oh, man, it's so awesome being on the radio.
Fantastic.
That's why I don't
Fantastic,
freestyle.
homie.
I'll let you get paid styles. That's like the beginning of our relationship.
That was
awesome.
like... I honestly, I don't think that even was the beginning because we've done gigs and stuff like that. Yeah. So yeah, that was great. That was a good throwback. And then you even played it on the radio. Did you have me talk shit about you on the radio again, real quick? Because you tune in.
I can't remember. I'm always.
I gotta refresh my memory. I know. Let me one last real quick clip of Fakest. You can watch the whole thing. It's at 49 minutes long, something like that. Like 50. It's less than an hour.
It's 50 minutes long. It's like, you remember when Beyonce did that Lemonade, where it's like a movie videos. It's like that, but with less Beyonce and more weed, yo.
Yeah. It is fantastic, especially DIY style. He did a fantastic job. Let me hear this little clip real quick.
2 taquitos and a Slurpee. Then I hit the CVS to get the ointment for my mouth herpes. Yeah, Hotrock, I'm hip hopping, yo. Oh man, that's why I don't normally freestyle, homies. That's why I only do get paid. Stop. Yeah.
Instead of freestyle.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't freestyle. I only do get paid style, yo.
Yeah. It's fantastic. So, yeah, absolutely. Don't forget, Hot Rock does his live podcast every Wednesday night. That is tonight at 7 o'clock on the dot. You could hang out with him, Papa Doc. I say Papa Doc, but it's
Papa Doc, Papa Cola.
Yeah, Papa Cola. Papa Doc is from 8 Mile. But after seeing that freestyle, I'm like, you like Eminem, yo. You got bars. So... and then try to keep up with them as far as the amount of weed that they smoke. And of course, you got independent cartoons that you feature and independent music that you feature as well. So that's going to be fantastic.
Tonight we got a Kawaii Robot Shark, who is a local chiptune musician. He's going to be coming in and joining us tonight. We got tons of cartoons and tons of new music that nobody's ever heard before. It's going to be a good night tonight.
Nice. That's awesome. Yeah, and then are you getting ready for your 420 spectacular?
I've been practicing, homie. I've been pulling bongs and rolling joints and smoking pipes and eating edibles. Yo, I'm ready, homie.
Yeah, we're joining you. Powers aren't going to join you whether live or via satellite.
However you want to do it, but man, live would be awesome because I got these new edibles that are like 30 milligrams each of THC. Homie, we gotta get you guys fucked up.
I know. Look how
we should
he's
do
getting.
it. We should drive it.
I know. I just all right.
It's a drive.
I know.
It do be a drive.
I'm so responsible. I have to wake up the next day. I'm like, maybe if I pre-record like the first 2 hours of the show. I don't know. Because if I eat those edibles, dude, I'm fucking gone. I'm gonna be like the paint on your wall. I'm gonna be absorbed by your house. There's no way around it.
I got a couch, homie.
Just thinking about it.
We got an extra couch to crash on.
I know. I'll be there like halfway through the podcast. Keep sleeping in the back. Let me answer this phone call real quick. Rock 1 Who's this?
Hi, I wanted to call about the whole movie.
Okay, yeah. You got a stoner movie you want to suggest?
Evil Bombs from Outer Space.
Evil Clowns from Outer Space?
No, Evil Bong from Outer Space.
Bongs?
Evil Bongs from Outer Space.
Oh, now we have to Google that.
Hang on.
I haven't seen this movie yet.
Yeah, you went deep B level movie on us. What did you love about Evil Bongs from Outer Space besides the name?
The comedy of it.
Yeah, no, it sounds hilarious.
Oh my God.
How can bongs be evil?
There's several Evil Bongs. It's a franchise.
Oh, it's a franchise.
Yeah,
It is. It's a franchise.
There's Evil Bong 2, King Bong, Evil Bong 420, Evil Bong 777.
Okay, so I'm pulling up the trailer on YouTube, so we have to watch this on the podcast broadcast stream. Thank you for the suggestion.
I would have emailed you guys, but I'm driving, so it's easier to call.
It's way easier to call, and we get to hear your voice too. It's more human to human connection, which I prefer. So thank you for the call. I'm checking this out right now. Thank you so much.
No problem. Thank you.
Evil Bongs from Outer Space. How high you got to be to write Evil Bongs from Outer Space?
As
you
high
know?
as it gets.
Yeah.
This high, right here.
All right, we'll see if it makes the list. Thanks for the call. All right, so yeah, Evil Bongs from.
You might just want to look up Evil Bong. I don't know if the rest have trailers popping up. Evil Bong movies in order.
I thought it was Killer Clowns from Outer Space.
Yeah.
Is the third one Revenge of the Bongs?
The third one is The Wrath of Bong.
Wrath of Bong.
Yeah, the Wrath of Bong Star Wars joke or Star Trek joke. Sorry. Didn't mean to piss off my nerds out there. I see you, Todd. I see you, Frank.
Evil Bong 2, King Bong, and then Evil Bong 420. So that's the fourth one. They started making them in 2006, 2009, 2011, 2015. So
wow. It's
been a minute. But we got the Evil Bong franchise. We got to get it back up.
All right, we're on here. I got to figure out what we're even talking about next. Right.
Good job on the
stuff.
radio, homie.
Yeah, thanks, buddy. Rock 2.1 KFMA. Welcome back to Beef Vegan Presents. We are back here live with a weed rapper extraordinaire, Hotrock Supajoint on the podcast broadcast. We just got a call suggesting Evil Bong, the movie series. There's apparently 4 of them.
Oh, no, there's Evil Bong 5, Evil Bong 666. Apparently, this just goes on and on.
Wow. So as a stoner movie that you got to see, which is pretty hilarious. So I guess we're going to check out the trailer on the podcast broadcast stream. But first, what do you think is a phrase that if you're born after 2000 doesn't mean anything to you? You know, we've been around. We did the Hanukkah song with Austin.
Yeah, and he knew nothing.
Yeah, he knew none of the references. And obviously the Hanukkah song by Adam Sandler is a classic. But I got a couple. This is all from a thread on Reddit. People are just like, I've heard this. I have no idea what it means, right? And so anyone born in 2000s or beyond won't understand if you say this. Like, have you tried blowing the Nintendo cartridge? Sometimes that works.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
So get off the phone. I need to use the internet.
Sure.
Right. Be kind, rewind.
Sure.
Right.
Yeah, things that obviously time handles, that's going to do. 28 skidoo. I'm sure that meant something back in the 40s.
But these are things that we would say all the time, or at least know it would be around us. So, but this is just another example of us getting old. Can you pass me the phone book, please? Right? That's a phrase that you're never going to hear again. But I'm saying people in 2000s, I mean, if you want to deuce all over it, deuce all over it. I mean, that's great.
All over it so far.
Yeah.
Give me better examples. What else they got?
Give you better examples. I'm not going to go through this whole list. Now I'm over it. So, I'm just happy that the expression "go F yourself" is still timeless.
It is. Should I? Oh, wait a minute.
There you go.
Don't you got a new catchphrase? Isn't the keep on effing? That's your new
keep on effing. But that's a positive thing. I say that to my friends. I mean, Powers is my friend, but he's not my favorite person in this segment.
No.
So, okay, I got the phone. Hang up. What about that?
What?
Okay, I got the phone. Hang up.
Oh, what? Hang up, I guess.
Yeah, because when there's two phones in one house, yeah. All right, we're gonna hit the reset. We're gonna watch this trailer on the podcast broadcast stream of Evil Bong, see how bad it really is, and I'll come back with a beef tip and keep Powers' mic off for it. Good. First off, you knew I had to pull that out of my ass in 3 seconds, and you're just like,
I kind of forgot. I thought you meant things like mint or phrases that were dumb.
Well, that's fucking dumb, buddy. What's your next one? Yeah,
not like stupid. Pass me the 8-track. No one's gonna say that again. Well, wow, I love laser discs.
No, you. I
no
guess
one's gonna say that again.
Stop. I guess you got you're missing the whole point of it. If you were born after the year 2000, these things don't mean anything to you. So
I gotta say something. Speaking of laser discs, if anybody's got the half-baked Blu-ray copy that's got the real ending where he jumps over there's. Y'all seen Half-Baked, and at the end of Half-Baked, he's all, oh, yeah, I'm going to quit smoking weed and go hang out with this chick for the rest of my life. And we all know that's not real, homies. That's not what the real ending's supposed to be. But I guess that the Blu-ray ending's got the real ending of Half-Baked where he pushes her off and then he jumps in after the weed. I need to see this ending. I ain't seen it yet, yo.
That's
Do you know what I'm talking about? Because it's the worst ending ever. Half-Baked, he quit smoking weed for the chick, and it's like nobody believes that this is the real ending of it. And it's how the studios make you.
I thought he did
bad.
I thought he did like a whole wink to the camera, like just playing kind of thing.
No,
right?
There's a real ending where he jumps in after the weed, and he's like, "Forget you, Mary Jane," and he goes in after his weed. Is the best ending ever, but I ain't seen it yet, yo. So if anybody's got the Blu-ray, send it to me. Send me a link. I don't know. I ain't seen this ending yet.
Well, look for it on YouTube. See if that's.
I did. YouTube. I can't find it, homie. Maybe it's a myth. Maybe it's an urban myth.
Should be.
Yeah. All right. I don't think it is an urban myth, and I got to pull this. So, Evil Bong 420 is a trailer I have. Evil Bong starring Tommy Chong. Yeah. So that's. Yeah. Okay. So this was the first one. I can't really play the audio though. They won't let me play the audio because it will kick me off of the YouTube stream. So unless Evil Bong's probably not protected like Disney properties.
Probably not. Also, can Hot Rock say it?
Yeah, no, Hot Rock's gonna see
it. Just do it. Let's go freestyle this whole.
Oh my God, homies, I love weed, yo. Okay.
Yeah, watch. Here we go.
Okay,
this will be great.
Oh my God, homies, I love weed. Look at this giant bong that is being sent in. Homies, we should smoke it. Oh my God, look at that bong, yo.
Oh, that bong made me pass out.
Oh, you gotta be careful, man. That's an evil bong, man.
It gets me evilly high. Oh.
Yes.
Oh, nice.
Yes!
Oh, sorry.
You got excited.
Are we on the radio or are we podcast right?
We're just podcasting, so you
yes,
curse. I'm trying to make sure. I'm trying to make sure you don't see nudity in this trailer, but it's on YouTube, so
yeah,
it kicked me off.
Oh, there you go. Look at that. Oh, the bong smoking him, homie.
Oh
my God.
Oh no.
Oh,
I can't
killer shark titties.
That looked like Chuck Norris.
Oh, it's the little dolls. Oh, goddamn! I gotta see this movie now. I have to see this movie.
Yeah, this has a lot going for it.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Evil bong.
Brilliant.
Bong.
You said there's like 7 of these?
Yeah, they're like, hey, this is so good. Let's do it 10 more times.
Right? Hey, that's the porno logic. That's what they're doing. Like you find here, let's look it up.
Hey, Tommy, what are you doing this weekend? Let's make 4 more of these movies this weekend.
Yeah.
It's ironic because he went to prison for bongs. I wonder if it was before or after he made this.
That was the evil bong right there.
That's right.
Yeah. He's like, yeah, I can relate to this script. And of course, you put Tommy Chong in Stoner movie, you're good to go.
I put Tommy Chong in my movie, yo.
Did you?
Well, just a photo of me and him that I got at one of those meet and greets. But he's in there, homie.
Oh, nice.
Because it's a stoner movie. It's got to have Tommy Chong in it.
So that movie in theaters somehow, there was a release date for Evil Bong 3, made $91,000. Wow. I'd like to make a crappy movie and make $91,000.
You can buy so much weed for $91,000.
You can. For sure. All right, hold on. I'm going to put this side of beef song in there, and then we're going to get on out after we give you a beef tip. I have a legit beef tip. A little advice for everybody. I got another phone call, though, so let's go here. Rock 1 2.1, who's this?
Oh, this is Mike.
Hey, Mike, what's up?
Yeah, I was just wondering if you could play Add It Up by the Violent Femmes.
I love that song, Mike. I wish I could. I'm running out of time here. I'm going to be taking off at 10 a.m. and then Riley's taking over, so I'll pass it along to her and see if she can play it, okay?
That'd be cool. I'm listening at work. We listen all day long.
Right on. I'll pass it on, Mike. I appreciate you listening, dude.
Thank you, sir. Bye.
All right, take it easy. Yeah, Add It Up's a great song. I don't think it's going to be played on this station anytime soon. Should be, though. But I didn't want to break his heart.
Don't break hearts.
But the reality is like, no, man, I can't play that. Not allowed to. Not allowed to do anything. And just I play the music that's scheduled. I have Corn Freak on the Leash. I know you haven't heard that in 90 minutes. Corporate radio at its finest. But I'm seeing a trend, and I'm and I think they're seeing it too, is they're getting research back on the songs, and they're kind of seeing a trend of songs like that kind of bubbling up, and people are like, yeah, I fucking love that song. And here's the thing, I don't think they're getting this either, but a lot of the songs that they're like, hey, this tested really well, and now it's testing really poorly. I don't get it. I'm like, well, you played the shit out of it, and then people are done, So let's talk about rotation, son. Rotation. Be like, yeah, this is a great song, but when you hear it 10 times a day, it's not so great. So they're working on that, and you're seeing stations like 91X in San Diego is a classic alternative station. In fact, one of the first alternative stations in the country. They were heritage. They were always pushing the envelope forward, musically speaking. They're the cool station. Eddie Vedder loves that station. It's what he grew up on and everything. So they got themselves stuck in an alternative radio rut that a lot of alternative radio stations are, finding themselves in. That alternative right now is being pushed out by the labels. It's basically pop music, right? That's how they test it. So it's too girly. It's too popish. It's, it lacks any edge, balls to it, any of that. But they're all playing it because that's what the labels are pushing. So they can't tell the difference between like a Kiss FM and like an alt station, right? And all these alt stations collectively are all going down in ratings. And they're like, oh, younger people don't listen to the radio. And it's like, no, man, you're not doing it right. So 91X, they figured out, and everyone in the industry is stoked that they even did this. They're like, hey, we've been around for 40 years. We're goddamn heritage. We're a fucking legend, right? We played some of the best songs on the radio of all time over the past 40 years. We still have all those songs in our library. So instead of just trying to be current and hip and play what's supposedly cool now, a la Billie Eilish, 40 times a fucking day,
right?
We're going to start playing gold alternative. Right? Think classic rock, but we're not just going to play gold alternative. We're going to throw in our currents and our good songs that rock as well. Mix that in, but the Violent Femmes added up. Hey, that's a fucking gold alternative song. We're putting that in rotation, The Smiths, they put on fucking gold records. We'll throw that in rotation. The Cure, you would throw that in rotation. Yeah, of course, we got their 90s alternative. We know that. But also just the underground legendary artists that are still timeless today. And they did. And since then, their ratings have doubled.
I'm sure they have. I know what I don't understand because it's like the simplest question or feeling. What's a better feeling or phrase than when you're like, oh, I haven't heard this song in forever. Right?
Yeah.
People love that. You love hearing a song you haven't heard in forever.
Yeah. So all they did, and it's very simple, and every radio station, every rock radio station could do this especially, is they expanded their gold library. Gold records are the songs that are hits. That's what I'm playing right now. Freak on the Leash, Korn. That's a gold record. Everyone knows that song. And if you know the song, then you like that song. People only like or love what they know. They'll like a song that they hear for the first time if it's good, but they won't love it until they know it. Right. Sure. And that's the reason why heavy rotation is a big deal.
And I get that with playing bands like, oh, we're going to play Korn. This is the Korn song we're going to play. I get not playing B-sides of certain things because they're not familiar. But playing gold that is familiar makes a lot of sense just because it's not super current. I don't get it.
Yeah, yeah. But no, I mean, there's a lot of gold that we don't play of Korn. There's a lot of gold that we don't play of Sublime. And there's a lot of gold that we're just missing out on. And I think if we expand our gold library and then still include new, it would be beneficial for the station, but that's not my lane. That's not my hill to die on. Sure. But we have been keeping a close eye on 91X, and I have in particular, especially since I was close twice to getting a job there in San Diego. Oh, so fucking close. I fucked up. I fucked up the first time because they were in. They were all in. Yeah, it was great. And
you gotta wear pants to interviews, buddy.
No, they're like first thing when he's talking to me, he's like, "What do you know about San Diego?" First thing out of my mouth, like a fucking idiot, was, "I know it's expensive." Like, so that was the wrong answer. And then they're like, "Send us a show skim of your deal." Well, Schmonty took off. Had a day off. It was just me and Mari, and I basically experimented some bits for the very first time on the air to try to piece together like a jam-packed skim. And they weren't like necessarily well. So one of it was an agree to disagree segment where I did get calls from, but here's the deal. I included this in, and I'm a fucking idiot. So, and like I said, this is a dream job. 91X at the time, San Diego, first off, is awesome, right? That's a major market. 91X at the time was very much like the station I was coming from in Phoenix and had that kind of vibe. I sent him an audio bit of me asking the question, if a vegan girl swallows, does that make her vegan? And I have a strong opinion on that, of course, because I would, because I'm a fucking douchewad. And I say no, because, unlike milk, you're not drinking a billion baby cows when you drink a glass of milk. That's my argument. That's my argument. I stick to it. I included that little bit in there, and I had people agree with me. I mean, it got the phones going for the sake of the thing. Not exactly what 91X and their female audience was looking for. A guy coming in as abrasive sounding as me, being like, "Hey, bitches, do you swallow when you ain't vegan?" That's essentially, now, luckily enough, my personality and everything, the relationship was still kind of there. I didn't burn the bridge. They weren't like, "Oh my God, this guy's a fucking maniac," but they're like, "We're going to go another direction." And they did, and they picked the wrong guy, and he ended up getting fired. So they talked to me again, and they were considering me again, but then they brought in somebody who actually worked on the station for quite some time, had market awareness, and he's a good guy. Oh shit, we ran out of time.
I was about to point
out. I was going to say, we're just like freestyling the rest of the show, homies. It's awesome.
Well, there goes my beef tip. Shit. All right, guys. Well, anyways, that was the story of that.
That was the story of how he didn't get on the radio. And now he just missed his break to not get on the radio again. So let's end this
Damn it, man.
You got 30 seconds on this one. Well, there you go.
All right. Well, we're wrapping it up. Hot Rock, thank you. Don't forget Hotrock Supajoint, supajoint.com to get on the stream for this. I will save my beef tip for tomorrow, and it's a doozy, so it'll be good. But besides that, enjoy the rest of your day. Drive safe, ride safe, rock local. I'm a fucking idiot. Hey, do you swallow, Powers? You're not vegan. You're just into guys.
Jesus, idiot.
Oh,
Upon a
all right,
Friday,
I'm out of here. Thanks, guys.
you will come an end to all your grief. But if you've been mean or kind of bad, I will knock out all your teeth.